I guess a lot of us want perfection, and every or not everybody, but the thing that I like to listen to is just to forget about perfection, to just do it. The imperfection is the beautiful part of it. There's no such thing as perfection anyway. Even like a circle that you draw can never be perfect. The only thing can be perfect is the equation and the idea of a circle itself, but the actual manifestation of it is imperfect. So everything we produce, absolutely everything is imperfect, right? And I think that's okay. I think all the mistakes make something unique and maybe even more beautiful than if it was actually perfect. Having said that, I think there's probably no way to achieve any perfection. So I guess how could you even know? How could you even know what a perfect thing is? Maybe it would blow us away. But since there's no such thing, I guess we have to figure out what our level of imperfection and polish is, if we have any, right? Like, I've always been enamored with the idea of just not caring. Even like, had a blog idea of having a name like No Red Ink, but I think that was the wrong name because I think that has a different connotation. I think what I wanted to get across was this idea of like, there's no edits, there's no, it's just stream of consciousness. It's just like the raw thing. Even like a misspelling is not going to be corrected. Even a repetition is just going to be whatever the raw thing is, that's what it is. And I think that in writing can seem crazy, but I don't know, maybe it's cool too. I think it's maybe the most natural way to speak, right? Like you just, or maybe not natural way to speak, but the most natural way to think. The most natural way to think is to have all kinds of mistakes, and you don't even know what you're thinking sometimes. You're like, why is my mind even going in this direction now? And why can't I remember this thing? Or in my mind, it seems like a great idea, but then when I tell it out loud and say it out loud, it doesn't sound as great as it did in my mind, right? When I tell somebody this thing that I was thinking about that I thought was so great, or this great joke, it just doesn't land, or the idea kind of loses its shine. It's just not as great as I thought it was. Like, even as I'm saying some of this stuff in my mind, it sounds great, but maybe after I listen to it again, I'll be like, what the fuck was I even thinking, right? Why was I even saying this? But that's, I think, what um, your mind will do. Like, even now, I'm like losing the thread, right? Like, what was I even trying to make a point about? And I guess at the end of the day, the point is doesn't really matter, right? Your mind will go wherever it wants to go, and that's okay.